talking to me? Me? Are you talking to me? Are you talking to me? Are you seriously talking to me, man? Hey yo baby, what's up baby girl? Let me come up on those numbers real quick. How are you doing, sweetheart? Have a pleasant evening, sweetheart. Mwah. Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to my channel. Today I'll teach you how to be a true man. First you gotta ditch your normal speaking voice and speak in a lower register like this. And always puff out your chest. Bring your arms out to the side like this so that you take up more space. So then when you walk through the door, you can't fit through the door, you have to go sideways. Every time you go near another male, you gotta be, oh, sorry, I'll move out your way. No, fuck that. Tell them they are in your way. What am I even doing with my life? So you'll probably have heard of this phrase. Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men creates hard time. And the cycle repeats over and over again. I think it's stupid, but there's some truth to that. And especially with how our society is today, how our world is today. I think we are at that phase where weak men are creating hard times. And so, if you scroll through YouTube, you scroll through social media, you will always see these self-help gurus talking about how today's men, the weak, they need hope, they need to become true men to bring back masculinity and restore the order. And I'm just here, just a normal guy with normal everyday struggles. And when I come across these sort of self-help channels, believe it or not, self-help is one of the biggest industry right now. Everyone consumes self-help media, and because the main agenda that is being pushed by these self-help channels is that we have to become the leaders of the world. Men in general have to become the one who makes decisions, the one who leads, and that's what makes masculinity so attractive. We begin to dismiss this very important aspect of humanity. And what I mean by that is that toxic masculinity has been swept underneath the carpet. And so men are not allowed to be vulnerable anymore. We're not allowed to speak about our feelings. We're not allowed to feel weak. We're not allowed to seek help. And I think that's a very wrong way to think about doing things. I'm gonna say this, and this might be a hot take on this topic, but mental health is so important, guys. I get it. Men, we're supposed to be strong. We're not allowed to show any signs of weakness. And when people look at us, they feel safe because they know that we are capable of dealing with anything. But the thing is, we are still a normal human being. We have our own struggles. Everyone of us struggles, man. It's one thing that I learned going into this profession that I am now in, that every single one of us is broken in some way. We all get broken from time to time. We're not always strong. And the radical left and the radical right, anything that is too far away, any sort of extremist, dogmatic kind of thinking is probably not the truth. On one side of the left, we got people saying that men can be women, can freely express their weakness to society, and that everyone should be tolerant of everything. And then on the far right, we have people who say that their ideology is the truth, the one only single truth, and that everyone else, they are wrong and they must go this way all the time. there are hard rules that you must follow. And I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been this guy who is very much into advocating for human rights, and I believe in equality and that everyone is equal, even though we're not equal. And then I have also been on that side of the right. I've been the overly religious, strict guy who has to follow all these rules, and there's no middle ground.
It's like masculinity and really redefining what it means to be a man. It's okay to be a man.
It's not okay, it's necessary.
And now I'm here, and I can tell you I'm just as confused as ever, but now I am able to have an open mind, and I can see that there are good and bad in everything. And it is so important that you prioritize your mental health. So forget everything, well, not everything. There's some good things that these self-help channels do provide. I myself do follow some channels that I believe very good for the young men to learn about. But the majority, they talk about being this macho, typical masculine man who is very stoic, there's no weakness whatsoever. And that's not the way to go about it, guys. We have problems too, you know? You know how people make memes about men, they cannot cry, they cannot show weakness, and then they overlay it with some this music and then people lifting weights. I get it, they're funny. Masculinity is cool and all, but you're allowed to feel weak sometime too, you know? You got dumped by your girlfriend, man, that shit hurts. It cuts deep, deeper than anything I've ever experienced. And I'm not afraid to say it. It hurts me, man. I've done worse things, like physically. I've cut myself, I've skateboarded and fell off a set of 5 or 10 stairs before. I scraped my elbow, my knee, skateboarding, fallen over at high speed. And that shit hurts, man. When you tell somebody else about it, they just shrug it off. Say, haha, bitch. You're getting hung up about this 50-kilogram piece of meat. And you're crying about this piece of meat. I didn't mean to say that. But like, people tell me that I am sad over this person when there are literally a billion other people in the world, and I don't give a fuck, man. I felt that. It's my pain. And you are allowed to feel that as well, but keep in mind, you are allowed to feel weak from time to time. But what makes true strength is that you don't let it consume you, and you move on at your own time. Eventually you will get there. And trust me, you will, I promise. There's this saying about the boat, when surrounded by water, it's not sinking, but rather it sinks because the water gets inside the boat. In other words, you, with all these struggles around you, you don't sink when you don't let those things consume you. You don't let those things get to you, get to your mind, and start to do the devil's work. And here we need to exercise balance. You don't want this negative person who always go around to your friends and complain and say, oh, my girlfriend dumped me. It's because I'm not a tall guy. I'm just 5'5". I don't have a beautiful face. I have glasses. I have crooked teeth. I don't have good skin. You don't want to be that person who goes around and telling people you're ugly and that's why you don't get girls. Because that's like blackpilling, man. Like, that's like giving up on life. That's saying you don't have any sort of agency. You don't have any free will. You can't do anything about your situation, and that's not good, because you can change. You don't like your face? Get plastic surgery, man. I mean it. Like, you don't like your face, like for real? Like, if you have that problem, get plastic surgery, and then you will realize that it's not your face, it's something else. and you need to find it out. And I'm telling you, it's your mental health. This thing right here, this mushy, watery thing inside your head that's killing your games, man, with a woman. So you need to prioritize your mental health, and you don't want to be overly positive as well, because that is fake. I've done it guys. I've tried the smiling everyday challenge. Wake up every morning, look in the mirror saying, today is gonna be a good day. Yeah, I'm still alive. Always posting good morning memes on Instagram and saying good morning to people. Please like me. I'm happy. Please pick me. Yeah. Please be my friends. No, don't do that. That's not good either. You need to be in the middle. You need to be a real N-word. And this is important because you need to be honest to yourself, and you know what you need to work on. But you also need to be grateful for what you have. And I'm gonna recommend that you do some sort of journaling. It can be vlogging. You can start a channel right now, just like what I'm doing. You can start a channel. You can write stuff on your blog. You can write a song about it. Any sort of journal, any sort of reflective practice. Doesn't have to be long. It can just be 5 minutes talking to a camera, saying how your day went. What are you grateful for? What are some things that you know you can improve on and you know that you're gonna succeed? Set realistic goals. That's pretty much it, guys. And the other thing as well, meditating. Oh yeah, you see everyone talk about meditating, and that's for a good reason too. When you need to take a break from this hectic world, because believe it or not, humans, we have not evolved enough to deal with this rapidly growing state of the world right now. So many stimulations all the time. You're not allowed to rest. Just 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes. Literally download a meditating app or go on YouTube and search up meditating and just do it 5 minutes. Start with that and then increase it to 10 minutes. Take a deep breath. Out. Already I feel so much better, so much more grounded. I'm not thinking about work. I'm not thinking about girlfriend dumped me. I'm not thinking about my parents, my boss being mean to me, whatever. It's all gone. And I can deal with it. So, I know I was gonna talk about suicide, but I have to leave that for another video. Because the first step in recovering is that you have to realize that you have a problem and you have to be okay with it. You have a weakness, but let that be your motivation to conquer it. You have strength, you have free will to change things, you have a choice. I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. I have nothing else to say. It's okay to be weak. Man, it's okay to be weak, but don't let it overcome you. Just embrace it. Say, you need help. And we do need help from time to time. Masculinity is an ideal. It's not achievable, but it is an ideal that we should all aim for. I hope that makes sense. But if not, shake my head. Anyways, nice talking to the camera again, and I hope that you are doing well. Stay strong.